So for this social Gelo vlog post, you can follow me to Osaka and check out me coaching an MMA fight. It was one of my first times coaching MMA, and I hope you enjoy it.
So our guy is Kame Chan in the black shorts with the red gloves, fighting in the red corner. He did a really good job. He's got a wrestling background, so our strategy was to try to keep the guy on his back the whole time. He's still working on his stand-up. He's only been training for about a year, so we really just wanted to exploit his wrestling skills and not get caught up with too much stand-up work. At this point, his opponent tried to wrap his legs around him to get him out of the guard, but he kept his cool, stayed relaxed, and mostly just had a really big grip on Kame Chan's helmet. But as you can see, he's still in the black shorts, keeping control from the top. They stood back up, and at this point the refs decided to give us some time to put his helmet back on. After they stood back up, next half of the round started. He tried to get some punches in. Again, really good timing on his takedown. Put the guy on his back. The guy has a really weak attempt at a guillotine here, but again, Kame Chan, the guy in black shorts, is doing really good and avoiding getting his head caught up within his guard and keeping just an overall good guard. And that was the end of the first round right there. At this point, I just wanted to remind Kame Chan, what our strategy was, keep him hydrated, and remembering, we're not there to strike. You're there to take him down, keep him on his back, use that wrestling to your advantage. In amateur MMA, they don't allow ground and pound. So, pretty much you can really use, if there was a ground and pound, he's got him on his back anyway, but that's irrelevant. He was doing a really good job using the rules in his favor. Round 2 starts, and he's waiting for him to strike, does a fake punch, grabs him again, gets him in the clinch, takes him down. The guy's trying to gets a little bit caught up in half guard, but again, Kame Chan, the guy in the black shorts, our guy in the black shorts didn't let that get to him. Gets him to side mount, pretty much stays there for most of the round after that. I'm only showing the highlights for this fight because I don't want any of his opponents or in the future watching this video trying to figure out how to exploit any of his weaknesses. So for some reason the judges were undecided and wanted to go into a third round to try to see how things went. I'm not sure what they were basing the criteria on, but he decided to go for a third round and got ready for a third round, even though for this venue 2 rounds is the max unless the judges are undecided. So I had to put his helmet back on, and as you can see I was struggling with that. Let's go ahead and fast forward into the next round. So this is just the last highlight that I'm going to show. They square up and are again going off the strategy we have. He's not going to waste too much time, and he's going to try his best to keep him on his back, and he does that. And then from there, it is what it is. It is what it is. But he still did a great job, and I'm really proud of him for his first MMA fight.
So it was a really exciting fight, but unfortunately he lost by decision. He tried his best, which is all that matters, and he went into a full contact, sport without getting injured. A little before that, a guy had his foot broken and had to get pulled away in a stretcher. So, in these kind of things, I can say that I didn't exactly agree with the judge's decision, but I don't argue with judges. That's what I was taught from my instructor. So I should accept the loss for what it is, but he did have the guy on his back most of the time, and in my opinion, he won the fight. If you were to ask me as far as the decision, I know it's kind of biased, but in my opinion, that's what happened. But maybe there's some criteria that I didn't fully understand, but from what I saw, I think he did a great job, especially for his first try. Well, catch y'all next week. Later.